Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are.
The criminals, taking advantage of their numerical superiority, directly attacked Eli, but Eli wasn't scared. Using his combat skills, he easily overwhelmed the criminals, leaving them with no chance to fight back. Before long, the criminals were taken care of by Eli. However, the commotion caught the attention of the local town mayor, Carnegie. He was very impressed with Eli's strength and hoped Eli would stay and help expand his territory. But Eli had his own beliefs and mission, and he couldn't possibly team up with Carnegie to do evil. Seeing Eli's firm attitude, Carnegie then invited Eli to stay the night, threatening that he could leave the next day after careful consideration. Since this was Carnegie's territory, Eli reluctantly accepted. That evening, Carnegie sent the most beautiful woman in town, Salaka, to serve Eli in an attempt to persuade him to stay. However, Eli remained steadfast in his beliefs and was not swayed by her beauty. He opened the door and asked Salaka to leave. But Salaka begged Eli to let her stay, explaining that her mother was under Carnegie's control. If she was kicked out of the room, her mother would surely be beaten. Eli, hearing this, sympathized with her but insisted Salaka must sleep on the floor. Later, Salaka discovered some books on the bed. When she noticed Eli's nervousness, despite not being literate, she became very curious about the contents of the books. Eli didn't directly tell her but instead invited her to pray with him. Salaka didn't know the prayer was from the Bible, and the Bible Eli held was the last remaining copy in the world. His mission was to deliver this Bible to the Holy Lands in the West. The next day, Salaka, holding her mother's hand, repeated the prayer Eli had taught her. When Carnegie heard this, he was surprised because he had always wanted to use faith to fulfill his ambition of world domination. He had been searching for a Bible, and now Eli was holding exactly what he wanted. He immediately led his men to burst into Eli's room, but there was no one there. At that moment, Eli was on his way out. Carnegie quickly blocked the town's exit and demanded Eli hand over the Bible if he wanted to leave. Eli knew Carnegie's ambition and refused to hand over the Bible. He turned and walked away, but Carnegie ordered his men to seize the book. No matter how they shot, the weapons couldn't hit Eli. Seeing this, Carnegie ordered everyone to attack. Eli immediately fought back. Every bullet from Eli hit its target, while the enemy's bullets couldn't touch him. Carnegie, was accidentally hit by a bullet. His men quickly pulled him back behind cover, and Carnegie could only watch helplessly as Eli left. However, not far from the town, Eli noticed Salaka was following him. She wanted to leave with Eli, but he knew the road ahead would be dangerous, and he didn't want to carry any burdens. Salaka, determined to stay by Eli's side, told him she knew where there was a water source. While Eli was filling his water, he locked Salaka inside the house and left on his own. But Salaka quickly escaped and caught up with him. On the way, she heard someone calling for help. Without thinking, she rushed over to help. When the person saw Salaka was a woman, he hurriedly told her to leave. But it was too late. A criminal had already appeared behind her. As Salaka tried to flee, other criminals blocked her path. They dragged her into a tunnel